I've got a quick announcement because Friday is the enrollment opening of our summer cohort, summer session, whatever you want to call it, of the 2023 Sisterhood. So the Sisterhood is a seasonal membership. We go and we do life together. It's women walking life together for 3 months at a time. And every season I pick a fresh theme, a fresh topic, and we deep dive into it. I help train you, equip you. I give you a workbook. I give you like reminders in the form of wallpapers and screensavers and trackers. I give you community that you get to walk hand in hand with other women who are on a similar growth journey as you. You also get trainings, you get meetups, you get like all the stinking things. If you love this space together every week where we just dive into the topics, like the growth topics of life and what I'm learning in real time, you're going to love the Sisterhood membership. So our theme for summer 2023 is called the Glow Up. Now, a little backstory. I did a poll with my current Sisterhood members and I asked them, what do you want to see this summer? And when the poll came back, it was pretty unanimous that they wanted to see meal planning, help in the kitchen, support with gut health, and just feeling good from the inside out. They wanted help with food, essentially. And when I heard that, when I saw that poll, I really had a visceral reaction because I didn't want it to be another space, another challenge, another, 3-month program that you enter it feeling like you're not good enough. You're already entering saying, you know what, I'm not good enough. I'm not doing this well enough. I might as well throw it all out and just try something. I'm going to join this thing. And then 3 months later, you leave feeling like you missed the mark, like you didn't actually learn anything. And like life, you just walk away feeling guilty or shameful. What I wanted was a space where we could do food and glowing up in a different, more sustainable way. So we're going to be walking through ditching diet culture, breaking free from body shame, learning how to take consistent care of ourselves, which is today's topic. It's going to be so good. But so that we can love and serve from that overflow when we do take care of ourselves. And I'm even going to help you. My girls said they want meal plans. They want help making meal plans. They want ways to fuel their body, recipes that are yummy, healthy, nutritious, and delicious, right? Simple meals too, that don't make it so challenging. And while that is a huge pill to swallow, we're going to do it. We're going to do it together. If you were with me, like right here face to face, and this is like the next best thing, I would tell you a couple things I've learned in my journey. Food isn't meant to make you feel guilty. So if you have a lot of guilt and shame over food, this might be the space for you. Meal plans, they're tools, not chains. It's a tool to help improve your life, and I want to show you how. Diets, my friends, are damaging. I have a guest speaker coming in who is amazing when it comes to this category. She's a nutritionist, she's a podcast host, and I cannot wait for the members of the Sisterhood this summer to hear from her and her perspective on how damaging diet culture is and that there is a better way. I want her to show you how. If you were here, I would tell you and remind you that your body is good. And that healthy looks different on everyone. And I think healthy looks good on you. And that shame or, whatever you were taught when you look in the mirror, how to tear yourself apart or pick out the pieces that you don't like, to tug at your clothes, to put that pillow over your lap when you're sitting in the couch because you don't want people to see your stomach. Those things that you were taught, I want to help you see that you're more than a before picture. You're more than just the way you feel like your body looks. So we're going to do it different. And I'm going to teach you tools. Absolutely. I'm going to empower you to break free from some of that diet culture shame that's been holding you back from loving yourself. But the ultimate goal is I want us to walk out of this summer feeling our best from the inside out, glowing up from the inside out. So if any of that piqued your interest, you guys, you are going to want to go to inspirebeautybrit.com/join the sisterhood. That's inspirebeautybrit.com/join the sisterhood. And there you'll be able to get yourself on the wait list. Because like I said, in real time, if you are listening to this episode as it's launching, it the membership is not open until Friday. So you've got 48 hours until doors open, and doors will only be open for 10 days, and then they're closed until the fall. So if you've had this on your heart that maybe you want to be part of a space where women are doing and walking life together, part of a community that is having a better conversation surrounding food, if you want to walk out of the summer feeling your best from the inside out, then this is going to be the space for you. So like I said, inspirebeautybrit.com/join the sisterhood, and Friday those doors open, and I can't stick and wait to welcome you in. But let's get into today's topic, shall we? So today's topic really is along the lines of what this summer is kind of all about. And I really want to talk to you today about why you deserve to feel your best. I want to chat through some simple truths about being healthy from my perspective. I want to walk you through taking a little inventory and just a couple questions that really help me assess how I'm doing on my health journey, shame, guilt-free. I'm going to give you 5 things that I do most days to help me feel my best. And I'm going to wrap up by reminding you how you can glow up with us this summer in the Sisterhood membership. So let's dive in. Simple but true, you guys. Simple but true. What I've found is that the healthier you are, the better partner, the better parent, and ultimately the better person you become. It's not just you that benefits when you take care of you. And that's the heartbeat behind this community, behind this self-care sisterhood, is that everyone around you improves when you improve. And so I love to find ways to help you improve in your life and not use self-care as this space of escaping or being selfish, but rather self-care so that when you take care of yourself, when you feel good, you can then go out and do the work that you were called to do, whether that's being an amazing partner, an amazing parent, an amazing person. Maybe you've got dreams on your heart. Maybe you are a provider, a healthcare provider, or just you serve, you work in the schools, or whatever you do day in and day out to care for everybody else. I believe sincerely taking care of yourself first provides you that energy to show up for those around you. When you feel good, you make decisions with clarity rather than getting overwhelmed by the stressors of life. And like I said, that's the heartbeat behind the Sisterhood membership, and why, again, side note, you should totally join us this summer. You're better for others when you first show up and take care of you. And as we transition into the summer season, I think it's that time of year where, you do hear things floating around like swimsuit season, or I've got to get summer ready, or beach body, or, whatever, no. Like, your body is already ready. The difference is, do we feel good in the bodies we have? Because have we been taking care of them? Mind, body, spirit, not just like diets and workouts and cardio, but like truly taking inventory of where we maybe haven't been feeling our best. And as we transition, like I said, into the summer season, it's such a great time. I find time and time again, this is like we're coming out of hibernation, right? And in that coming out of hibernation, we start to see where maybe we're not feeling our best. And so my goal today is, by the time that you're done listening to this episode, you've indicated maybe where you're not feeling your best or where you're missing that mark, but you're also ready to go take some action and ownership of how you can shift that in the summer season. Let's pause for a second, which is actually one of the best strategies I know. I tease my sisterhood membership that whenever we get together on our trainings or on some of our community building activities, that we always come out so much lighter because we gave ourselves an opportunity to just pause. And I think that's one of the best strategies and most underutilized strategies that I know. So we're going to pause today and take some inventory of where we're at in our health. I'm going to give you a couple questions to do a little self-reflection on. So if you are like watching this and you're able to grab a journal and a writing utensil, like awesome, I love that. And if not, maybe you can like jot this in a notepad on your phone, or you can totally just consider your answers as we go through them. But to get the most out of this exercise, you've got to be honest and gentle with yourself, okay? Honest in that it's not helpful to hide behind what's not working or excuses you've been leaning on, and gentle in that it's not serving you to beat yourself up. A lot of times I'm honest with myself, but not gentle. And we need that like yin and yang of this in order for it to work, because this inventory we're going to take, it's simply data. All it's doing is giving you clues to the next best choices for your life. So every time you go through these questions, and I promise you, you might go through them today, but this is like something great to come back to time and time again. Every time you go through it, it's going to help you realign your thoughts and focus on your goals in regards to your health. These questions, they help motivate me to be my best self, and they empower me to make choices and tough choices if I need to change course. Okay, so here we go. Let's dive in. All right, so I have 5 questions that I like to ask myself when I'm trying to take inventory of my health. So number 1, are my health choices leaving me feeling more energized or tired and drained? Are your health choices leaving you feeling more energized or tired and drained? Question 2, how would I rate my health on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 is being non-existent and 10 being amazing. So I want you to rate your health on a scale from 1 to 10. Now, it's helpful for me to think of my health in categories. So think of your health in terms of food and nutrition. How would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 when it comes to food and nutrition? How would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 when it comes to rest? How would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 when it comes to hydration? Maybe mental wellness. How would you rate yourself? And then physical fitness. How would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 again being non-existent, 10 being you're doing amazing in that category. When you think about food and nutrition too, sidebar, consider your relationship with food. Because if you were like, oh, I'm definitely a 1 because, you know, the other day we went out to eat and I got like greasy food and dessert and lots of drinks, but that's like an every now and again situation. I want you to really look at your relationship with food, and we'll talk through a little bit of this here when I give you some of the things that help me feel my best. But food and nutrition is not the same as diet and deprivation. Okay. Just wanted that little sidebar. Question 3, if others were following my example in regards to health, would I be proud or disappointed? Would I want them to mimic me? And so I want you to consider that. If others were following, if you have a child and they followed in your footsteps of your example when it comes to taking care of you, food, nutrition, rest, hydration, mental wellness, physical fitness, if your children were looking at you, would you be proud of what they're duplicating or disappointed that they're duplicating it? What about like spouses? What about family members? What about friend circles? Is your example one that you want duplicated? Question 4, am I surrounding myself with other people who inspire me to be my best self? Think about your circle. You are the 5 people you surround yourself with. Have you ever heard that before? It really is true. And I've seen it in different seasons of my life where, you know, friend circles maybe shift, or I get a new job, or I join a church or a membership or something where I end up being surrounded by maybe a shifting group of people. And whenever I take inventory of this question, I really have to think of who are the people that I'm most often surrounded by, and am I mimicking their behaviors? And are they behaviors that I want to mimic? So if my friend circle is gossiping all the time, we're always going out for drinks, and they never have any goals, I'm probably going to be gossiping, drinking, and no goals. I've been there. When I surround myself with visionaries, I start to have vision. When I surround myself with women who deeply desire to be amazing mamas and wives, I deeply desire the same. When I get around women who feel good when they move their bodies, I'm empowered to move my body. So who are you surrounding yourself with? And the last question, what does the best version of me look and feel like in 90 days? 3 short months from now. The time will pass whether you like it or not. But in 90 days, by the end of the summer, what does the best version of you look and feel like? Now, not a perfect version of you, but an improved 2.0 version of you, the best version of you. And when I say look like, I don't necessarily mean, you know, can she fit into that outfit that she wore in high school, which, by the way, you don't need to be fitting into outfits that don't fit your body, right? We buy clothes to fit our body, not the other way around. But I'm talking about like the glow. Do you look healthy? Do you look joyful? Do you look light and unstressed? Or do you look heavy? You know? And then think, what does the best version of me look like, feel like a year from now, this time next year, 5 years from now? And then are my actions that I'm taking leading me closer to that version or farther away from her? So ask yourself the same. What does the best version of you look and feel like 90 days from now, a year from now, 5 years from now? And are your actions taking you closer to her or further from her? Guys, so now that we've done a little self-reflection, it's time to take action, because what we just did together does nothing if it's just information in your head. And I'm all about making choices that support my best self and feeling my best. And I think of it kind of like pebbles in a jar, right? So the more pebbles I can add into a jar or a pile, aka like my small choices, the more that I can add those throughout the month, throughout the summer, throughout the year, over time, right? Consistently over time, the better chances of me making progress. And the same is true for you. The more pebbles that you can put in your pile of best self choices consistently over time, the better chance you're going to see progress in your own journey. So, like I've said before, our short-term decisions, I really believe that they determine our long-term life. And so if I can string together like more short-term wins, then I feel like over time I'm building a life that I can be proud of, one that honors my best self, and one ultimately where I feel best. So I want to help you walk through like 5 simple things I do most days, maybe not every day, but most days, that help me feel my best. So number 1 is that I move my body. Now, find what works for you. It could be a dog walk to kick off the morning, a gentle yoga sequence. Maybe it's streamed at home. Maybe you take a spicy spin class. I freaking love spin classes that have 90s playlists. They are my favorite. Or you could hit the gym, whatever your jam is. The point is that moving your body is one of the best ways to take care of you, not just for external looks, but to keep your heart strong, to keep your mind clear, and your body doing what it's made to do, which is move. The second thing that I do most days is I fuel my body to feel my best. Now, this looks different daily, okay? And it's what I'm really super pumped to dive into this summer in the Sisterhood membership, because we're going to be looking at how foods make us feel, ditching diet culture, breaking free from body shame, and learning how to take control of our choices in the kitchen, because food matters. What you consume matters in terms of how you feel. And again, not dieting or depriving or just striving for this like idea of perfection, but simply showing up and making meals that taste amazing, trying new recipes. For me, it's having a game plan each week in the kitchen, and then just taking that honest inventory of like, okay, I feel better when I eat like this, and I don't feel so great when I eat like that. Shame and guilt-free, just like taking it in as data. The third thing that I try to do most days to feel my best is drink my effing water. Friendly reminder, you guys, that you are not you when you're dehydrated. Have you ever seen those like Snickers commercials where they're like, you're not you when you're hungry? The same applies when you're dehydrated. And I know some days it's easier than others. Like wintertime, it's super hard for me to remember to drink because I don't feel thirsty, right? But with the hot summer days ahead, it becomes a lot simpler, and my focus is so simple: just drink the water. Experts say that you should drink half your body weight in ounces every day. So whatever your body weight is, divide it in half, and that should be about the amount of water you want to drink per day, in general. But I have like a big jug, and my goal is to finish one of those a day. That's about half my body weight in ounces. And so if I can get that done every day, and then whatever other cups of water I may have, like win-win, okay? There's a huge difference for me in my energy levels when I'm hydrated versus when I'm not. And it's funny how it works too, because when I drink the water, it tends to have like this positive ripple effect into other areas of my life too. Like I end up wanting to move my body. I end up choosing healthier meal options. And I most often put down the bottle of wine because I am feeling really good from the day. Okay, number 4, let's keep moving it. Get outside for some fresh air. This one is everything for my mental health, you guys. And I have a sneaking suspicion that it will be for you too. Studies have shown being outdoors lowers levels of cortisol, which is the hormone that is your stress hormone. And also getting a boost of vitamin D outside just is essential. It's essential for so many things. Bone growth, regulates your immune system, helps battle depression. And really, experts say that in as little as like 20 minutes a day helps you reduce stress. So, a couple ideas if you need some simple ways. Take your lunch break or work calls outside. I love doing this, especially the dogs like love doing this. We go outside at lunchtime. Doing yard work, pull weeds, tend to your garden, especially this time of year. Planning outdoor movie nights. We love doing this. We have a TV on our back patio, but even if you don't, you could project something up on the side of the house or garage, or you could even just watch it on a laptop or a tablet. Okay. But planning an outdoor movie night is super fun. Go for walks with your family, dog walks, even inviting a neighbor to join you or a friend. And then lately I've been loving Peloton's guided runs. They're so fun. Again, I'm like a sucker for a 90s playlist, and they have some great ones where you're being guided by the trainer. They're talking you through it. You've got an awesome playlist going. And so it helps me forget that I'm working hard, and it actually ends up being a lot of fun. So getting outside for fresh air, it doesn't have to be a workout, but even just soaking up some vitamin D for 20 minutes a day is going to really help you when it comes to depression, stress, and just overall feeling your best. Okay, last one. Number 5, level up my mindset. Friends, your mindset is powerful. It creates your reality and shapes your thoughts, your feelings, your behaviors. And research shows that mindsets play a significant role in determining your life's outcomes. So remember how earlier I was like, it's the small things that become the big things. That's the case with our mindset as well. And by becoming aware of the thoughts that you're thinking, maybe deciding if they're serving you or not, and then shifting your mindset, you can improve your health. You can decrease your stress and ultimately become more resilient to challenges that may occur in your life. You'll usually catch me, like examples of this in real time. You'll catch me with a book in the morning to get my mind ready to take on the day. And then a lot of times when I go and do like my outdoor walk, my dog walk, I'll put on a podcast that helps me kind of get a fresh perspective on maybe a topic that I'm struggling with. So that's it. Those are the 5 things that I do most days. Move my body, fuel my body to feel my best, drink the water, people, okay? Get outside, and then level up my mindset. Get around a different conversation. Get plugged into a podcast, maybe while you're driving to work, so that when you get to the office, you're not frustrated at, whatever was going on in your mind that morning, but maybe you have a fresh perspective. Get out there on a walk and do that. Or if you're a reader and you like reading like I do, you can read a physical book. But like I said, these are tools. These are not chains. So I don't necessarily check them all off every single day. What I need is to be aware of what my body needs, what my mind needs on a given day. And ultimately what I found is that doing these 5 things leaves me feeling better than they found me. And I think that's like the greatest gift that you could give yourself, is just becoming aware of how your actions are leaving you feeling. Think about it. I'm drained after I scroll social. I feel defeated when I see someone else's highlight reel. I feel blah when I stay inside all day and isolate. I lack energy when I eat takeout and sit on the couch for too many days straight. I sleep poorly when I'm not drinking water, and my mindset suffers when I leave thoughts on loop that aren't serving me. When the other day, my beautiful friend did a training for our sisterhood membership, and she made us create a list of things that brought us joy, small, big, anything that brings us joy. We made a list of. I encourage you to try it and do the same. But what I realized, it was so eye-opening, was that at the end of it, I wasn't like, scrolling social brings me joy, right? Like comparing myself on the internet to Sally brings me joy. No, like none of those things spark joy in my life. I don't feel my best when those are the activities I'm engaging in. how I feel my best is by doing those things that leave me better than they found me. The moving, the sunshine, the mindset work, the water, the food. So do you even know how you feel? Like, I'm being serious. Have you paused long enough? Like, this might be such a foreign topic. And if so, I love that you're here and like this is becoming a fresh perspective. But have you paused long enough to even see if you're defeated, if you're drained, if you're blah, if you're suffering due to your actions? I think, what breaks my heart more often than not is most people probably don't even realize that they're drained, defeated, blah, because of the scroll or because of sitting on the couch or not hydrating or not getting outside enough. And so I hope today was like super eye-opening for you, because awareness is everything for change. But the kicker is it doesn't stop there. Like I said, these are 5 really simple things that I do, but they're also really simple not to do. And that's why most people won't take action. Most people will become aware of where they're missing the mark and then stop. But that's not going to be you. That's not you today after hearing this episode. What I have a feeling is that if you've made it this far with me, you're ready for some action. You're ready to feel your best and glow up from the inside out. And that's why I want to really remind you that enrollment is opening for summer in our sisterhood in T-minus 48 hours. There's a specific type of woman that gravitates towards the sisterhood. And I want to make sure that, if you are giving this your yes, that this is the space for you. I have, again, a sneaking suspicion if you're here, it probably is, but these are the kinds of women that are in our tribe. They're goal-driven women, but they tend to get distracted or derailed from their efforts. Or maybe it's the woman who truly wants to take better care of herself, but because deep down she knows that there's people counting on her, but she needs tools for that. There's the woman in the sisterhood who tends to care for everyone else before herself, but she knows that something needs to shift because truly it's not working and she's spiraling into burnout. So she's ready to like find ways to care for her too. There's the woman in the sisterhood who wears all the hats, the mom, the wife, the friend, the career, all the things. And even though she wants to wear them well, she's always feeling like she's falling short, like she's juggling all the pieces and like nothing's like, she can barely keep them all up, right? Maybe that's you. And then there's the woman who she's just really hard to find the right community. Hello, hi, adulting. Like, where do you find friends? It's so challenging as an adult. No one teaches us how to find friends after we're out of school, And if you are not, for me, it becomes challenging if you're not like in a career where you're surrounded by people. I work from home, and maybe that's you, or maybe you're not in a job right now, or maybe you just haven't met the right people. Like I said, surrounding yourself with the right people is so important. And so maybe it's hard for you to find the right community, women who are on a similar walk as you. And you deeply wish that you had that group of women who would inspire you to be your best. Like if when you were hearing what I was talking about earlier, you are who you surround yourself with, and you're like, ugh, something needs to shift in that area. If that was one of the questions that really like got you, you're who the sisterhood membership is for. Any of those, the goal-driven woman, the ones who want to take better care of themselves, the woman who's almost burnt out because she knows she's caring for everyone else except for her, the one feeling like she wants to wear the hats, wear them well, but falling short time and time again, or just the one who wants that community. If you are, the sisterhood membership is for you. So like I said, enrollment opens Friday, May 26th. It's only open for 10 days until June 4th. And our theme is the glow up. I'm going to remind you really quick as I wrap up today. We're ditching diet culture. We're breaking free from body shame. We're learning how to take consistent care of ourselves. Hello, just like we talked about today, so we can love and serve from that space of overflow. And I'm even going to help you meal plan and find ways to fuel your body so you can feel your best this summer. If you're ready to feel your best and glow up with us this summer, the sisterhood membership is for you. If you want to surround yourself with a sisterhood who will rally with you and encourage you as you're making progress, positive progress in your life, then it's time. We're women, like I said, walking life together. So enrollment's open through June 4th for the summer 2023 in the sisterhood membership. If you loved today's episode, this is your sign. I'm so freaking pumped to work with you this summer. Seriously, you don't even stinking know. But again, again, you can go to inspirebeautybrit.com/join the sisterhood to make sure that you are on the wait list for launch day so that you get first access. And if you're hearing this after we have launched, you can still go to that same space and you'll have the button will be live and open. You can go in there and click on the membership option that is right for you. All right, you guys, thank you so much for diving in with me today, talking about simple ways we can feel our best, taking a little inventory. Make sure, share this episode with a friend that you think could use it. Share this on your social platforms to spread the word, because that is the way that we can get more women out there taking care of themselves so that they can love and serve from the overflow. All right, you guys, I will see you next week. Have a great week.